Hi there, my fine friends of YouTube. Welcome to my channel and a Happy New Year to you all. I'm not a man of insight, but there are a few things that I always try to keep in mind and live by. So today I'd like to talk about these points. Now, before we dive into them, I just want to preface this video with one thing. This video is not meant to impose my thoughts on you. I'm nobody special. I'm just a dude, and I just talk about what works for me. So, okay, let's get to it. In fact, I'm quite a bit interested in politics and always try to pay attention to what politicians are doing. Witnessing politicians engaging in a harsh war of words every day annoys me. I'm sure you guys feel the same way, but at the same time, it's engaging. Besides the fact that politics significantly affect the fate of your country, it also has a tremendous impact on your life. So I can't help but give a damn about it. However, if you bury yourself solely in politics or especially attempt to pump your political beliefs into the people around you, they can ruin your life and your personal relationships, right? The idiots who only focus on politics often tend to offend others, including their friends or family members, because they are eaten into by politics. You should take an interest in politics, but approach it wisely. For example, if someone's views in a family or friends gathering happen to contradict your political beliefs, it's wise not to wrangle over it. Instead, consider letting most of it pass without dwelling on it. Remember, politicians is to serve us, not the other way around. Sometimes, do what you want to do. It's fair to say that life is made up of numerous decision points. It's beneficial to consider others' opinions, but remember, you are the commander in chief. If things really go well following advice from others, you might hold it against them. However, chances are they might sneak away, blaming you for being foolish for merely following their guidance. Parents are similar. Though often right due to more life experience, they may not fully understand their children's preferences or interests, as they often desire to accomplish their wishes through their kids. If I'm being honest, it's not too much to say that I spent my life worrying. Since I built this channel to talk mumbo jumbo, I might be able to even say like, you don't need to worry at all. But that's particularly impossible and an incredibly irresponsible statement. How can anyone as a human being live without any worries? If you want to live without worries, you have to leave everything behind and become a monk. However, even they may have their own worries and concerns too. We can live without worries anyway, but at least we try to manage our worries to some extent. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you can get out of your worries if you do this or if you do that. Worry is one of many innate emotions, and we might not be able to free ourselves from shackles of such worries forever. But take a moment to sit down and think. How many wishes have come true the way we want it in your life? Probably not that many, right? That goes for everyone, including you, me, and everyone else. Just like wishes rarely come true the way you want, things rarely happen the way you worry. If things go as you wish, you often forget because you believe it's the luck you rightfully deserve. But if things happen as you worry, these memories last longer because you usually complain about your fate. Worries often bring nothing but darkness and despair to our souls, blinding us to the joys and happiness that surround us. Even though you may worry about unexpected things that might happen in the future, remember that you are now alive and managing your life. Besides, you are maintaining good enough health to go for a walk outside and return after a satisfying meal if you want. However, since you are haunted with your worries, you might overlook your present happiness. It's a pity. To be honest, I'm a man who enjoys my solitude. Even though I like hanging out with my family or friends, I find it necessary to retreat to my cave and spend my own time immersing myself in solitude. Some people are reluctant or are afraid of spending time alone, especially during festive occasions like Christmas, which might make them feel sad or pessimistic about solitude. With that being said, I firmly believe that you don't need to feel that way. When we are disconnected from others, we often experience a sense of loneliness. That's why we constantly strive to create connections with others. But why don't you make an effort to connect with ourselves? I believe that to genuinely progress as an individual, we should choose solitude and make an effort to communicate with ourselves. Of course, relationships can be a source of learning and enjoyment. However, they can also become exhausting and draining. In order to fit in with a group, you should often comply with its rules and fashions. But sometimes these norms conflict with your values, leading to an unnecessary pursuit of desire against your beliefs. But as you know, we can't sever all human relationships because human beings are social creatures. The point is, the only way to look back on yourself without losing yourself is to put yourself into solitude. While some of you may be boxed in solitude, I hope you won't be tormented by that. When I first entered college, I read a book called The Hero with a Thousand Faces by Joseph Campbell. Since the book was a little bit challenging, I found both the author and the book somewhat abstract. However, there came a point when I started feeling more connected with him. There was a particular moment when Campbell went through the lean days with many people leaving him alone. So he made the bold decision. Maybe it was $1? Anyway, he set off with just $1 to Woodstock, where he immersed himself in reading books, living under a rock. I liked this anecdote because at the time I was facing tough and lonely times, so this story was quite comforting for me. And since I too was getting through my difficult times in a similar fashion to Campbell, I could empathize with him in the way he felt while being buried in books. When dealing with solitude, some find it painful, while others spend the time engaging in various desirable things, finding joy wisely. I hope many people opt for the latter. Initially, I intended to say a few simple things, but as I started speaking, it became longer than expected. In fact, I had more to say, but I delayed it because it seemed to unnecessarily prolong the discussion. Even though I've dedicated considerable effort to studying English, I still find it challenging. Even now, whenever I try to say something in English, I still think in Korean first. And I struggle to find the right English expressions, feeling that I still have a long way to go. Nevertheless, I'm happy because there's a lot left to learn. You know, it would be regrettable if that joy disappeared quickly. I always believe that how joyful I live life is more important than what I achieve. I hope each of you guys live a more joyful life this year than the last. Thanks for watching this video and I'll catch you later. Peace.